A CBS News analysis finds President Trump's approval rating among young Americans has fallen more quickly than any other age group. 6 months into a second term, the president's approval rating among voters 18 to 29 is down 27 points, from 55% approval to just 28%. President Trump returns to Washington today on Tuesday night after a 5-day trip to Scotland. During the visit, he put pressure on Russia to end the war in Ukraine, announced a framework for a trade deal with the EU, and sat down with UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer. Today, Starmer announced the UK will recognize a Palestinian state unless Israel moves to end the war in Gaza. Last week, France said it would also recognize a Palestinian state. Earlier on Air Force One, President Trump was asked about the humanitarian situation in Gaza.
There's nothing you can say other than it's terrible when you see the kids. And those are kids, whether they talk starvation or not, those are kids that are starving.
CBS News White House reporter Olivia Rinaldi is joining us now. Olivia, what does President Trump make of the UK and France moving closer to recognizing a Palestinian state?
Well, Jolene, the president says that they did not talk about it this week when he met with Keir Starmer in Scotland. The president said, we never discussed it. And he went on to say that the U.S. has no view on it, meaning that he does not plan to also recognize Palestine as its own state. The president also said that if they were to do that as a way to add pressure on Israel to really bring a ceasefire in this war, he feels that that would be rewarding Hamas for their actions. So the president says there's really no plan for them to do that right now. He said, quote, "I'm not about to do that."
What is the president's goal? What are his hopes for this situation, the crisis in Gaza, moving forward when it comes to hunger and famine there?
Certainly been a different tone that we've heard from the president, specifically on the issue of food getting into Gaza. He's been a little bit more critical of Netanyahu than perhaps he had been in the past. He said that those kids are starving. He said he's surprised by the images. He said, you've got to get them food. We're going to give them food. The president also said that there was about $60 million worth of aid that they are sending to Gaza. He said it's being sent properly, and part of that is the distribution, hoping that it's not taken by Hamas, that's distributed properly. That's the president saying they're hoping that Israel will do that distribution of that aid properly. Also, Jolene, I thought it was quite interesting today on Air Force One when the president was asked specifically about the famine. They were asked him about First Lady Melania Trump. And this is something that she has said is something that is bothering her, specifically seeing these images. And he said it's something that they have talked about specifically. So you can kind of hear the president shifting his tone as it comes to the situation on the ground in Gaza, as we're seeing continued images of those children who are facing starvation.
Olivia Rinaldi, live in Washington. Thank you.